Right, it's finished. 1-0, Dorking Wanderers win, 1-0 against Tonbridge Angels. Mark, we left it very late, but you must be delighted to get the 3 points tonight.
I think so. I think we really deserved it. I think we dominated the ball against a brilliantly organised two banks of five. I mean, you know, we've seen it down here before this year. The pitch is sticky, it's slow. Teams get into, they had literally 10 men behind the ball the whole game, and they tried to stop us winning, and they so nearly done that. A lot of credit to Jay Saunders and his management team. They've definitely not come here to win the game. They wanted to stop us winning, and I thought they were so organised, and the lads done a brilliant job for them. Their back three were outstanding, and they frustrated us the longer it went on. What I'd say is, in games like that, you've got to score them early goals. Jordan Williams has a great chance, 5 minutes in. Just got to slot it past the keeper, it goes wide. I think if you get an early goal in them games, it's a totally different game. The longer we left them in it, the better they got defensively. And then it was really a story of the games. I thought you could see the games had caught up with us. I think if we'd have got a point, I'd have been disappointed, but I would have looked at it as the end of a very tough spell. Yeah. We've played 2 league games a week for a long time, and some of the boys were really feeling it. So, I thought the changes we made were predominantly down to, they weren't tactical as much as they were protecting a few boys that were struggling. In the end, we found a way to win. And when you have good spells, you win them 1-0, and when you're having a bad spell, you lose them 1-0. Listen, for as frustrating as it might have been for a long period, make no mistake, we deserved to win that game. We dominated the ball, we tried to win the game, but Tonbridge were very stubborn. It's 65 odd, if not more percent possession, but they were very stubborn and very impressive at the back. And I credit that, for they have a lot of youngsters there, and they're well coached and done well. But we'll take it. We gave this division a big head start. That is the bottom line. Like it or whatever, don't like it. We gave this division a head start this year. We had a torrid injury problem for 10, 12 weeks. It was horrendous. And the boys have done incredible to drag themselves into a position in the league where they can look to secure a playoff place, and they've done brilliant to be where they are. So I think all about recovery now for Saturday. The boys can't wait to get through Saturday, because that's the end of a big spell. They get a week off, so it's a good way to win.
In regards then to those substitutions tonight, were they purely down to fatigue and players just sort of gassing, as you say? Sometimes some of those, Jimmy Mewett, players like that, and because they weren't like for like in terms of substitutions particularly, were they? But it was just trying to get players off that simply run out of gas.
Yeah, Jimmy'd run his race. I was concerned that he's had a lot of sort of stiffness and borderline strains. He'd only just come back a couple of weeks ago. I'm thinking, well, Briggs is not available. He's injured, another week. What if Jimmy goes down? We've got no wingers left. Yeah. So at that point, I'm thinking, do you know what? If we get a point and we protect the players a bit, it's all right. If we nick a win, great. So Jimmy, Alfie as well. I thought Alfie had a big game on Saturday at Salisbury in that mud, and it's to turn boys around doing 12k in the mud for the Tuesday. It's not easy, so it was all a little bit strategical, trying to protect boys. Putting Murphy on the pitch was for that exact reason. He's done it 3 times this year. Come on, half time or as a sub and got the winner. That's what he's there for. He was great.
So now it's just a case of getting bodies back together and going again on Saturday then. And in terms of injuries from tonight, is it just tiredness? Nobody came through that with anything particular. Was the same with Brennan going off with Josh Brook in as well.
They're just all really tired. Yeah, they're either returning from injury and they've not got the, not got the fitness on their side like Rob and Bren. Or they're just very tired. So they've got a lot of recovering to do. There's no guarantee they'll recover by Saturday. I think the last six games in 3 weeks has taken it out of them quite a lot. You know, we get a Welling, and we're looking forward to that. Good old football venue. Definitely think we prefer mud, and it is very muddy there.
Yeah.
Take your waders. We're not enjoying it down here really this year. Not really. It's just sticky. It's slow. It's difficult really. Same for both teams. I'll say that. But when teams are behind the ball on this pitch, you can't do things quickly. It's really hard. That is the bottom line. So, but we got the win. That's all that matters. Top weight comes late. Be mindful.
In terms of, you didn't feel like there was massive attendance here tonight, but there was a lot of noise, wasn't there, again tonight, coming from the bank and the supporters getting behind the team. And I think they could sense that, you know, if we could, maybe there was that kind of people looking at their phones, looking at other scores. Let's just try and nick something here tonight because this is massive, and it felt a little bit like that kind of old-fashioned, like they're going to suck the ball in the net here.
Yeah, it's brilliant, wasn't it? Yeah, it's really good. I mean, the fans are amazing. We've got to remember, like, you know, it's really weird because sometimes fans make no noise when they're mid-table because they really want to get you over the line, and then when you get to the top, they sometimes quieten down because the expectation grows, and you know that sometimes there's a bit of an element of that. But away from home in particular have been incredible. And tonight, when it mattered, they got right behind the lads. Not a bad attendance really. These cold Tuesday nights, and you know, and I appreciate everyone that came out and the Tonbridge people as well. But no, look, good win. But we just have to obviously get a Welling, and we have got a lot of boys. I mean, Briggs, I don't think Briggs will make it, but we've got a lot of boys that are fit now, and that makes us decent. And personally, I think you've got to play like Tonbridge did to stop us winning. That's where I see it. I'm just being honest as a football manager. So, because I think if you try to beat us or if you're not structurally great, at the moment, I think we're doing really well. But you know how football works, mate. We might get beat 3-0 Saturday because I'm getting confident. But I'm only going with what I see. But credit to lads. But listen, don't be duped. You know, 10 men behind the ball, large possession, and you know, probably got the win the possession deserved. But credit to Tonbridge.
Before you go, Mark, obviously Jordan Norville-Williams got man of the match tonight. How important has it been really to build a squad whereby you've got players that can play in more than just one position? So quite often you don't have to make substitutions, or you can, but then you can reshuffle the personnel that you've already got out on the pitch because they've got a lot of utility, some of those players. And Jordan's one of them, isn't he? Yeah,
no, it really is. Yeah, it's great. I mean, we've always tried to have people like that can do a bit of both. So, you know, it does make a big difference. And George Francome's another one, and he's back in training. And you know,
Dan Gallagher again, he's another one of those players, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly that.
Multiple different positions.
Yeah, exactly.
And do a job.
But we're very lucky. We've got a really good squad, and these other clubs they're having to do it differently. So I don't take any credit beating Tonbridge at home with what we put against it versus what Tonbridge and Jay do. That's the bottom line. I'm not going to take any glory in that at all. The result should be home win, but obviously still got to do the job.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you as always, Mark.
Cheers, mate.
And we'll see you on Saturday down at Welling, and hopefully we'll get another load of supporters there. It's not all that far. Coach will be going, but plenty people make a journey there.
Easy to get to. Coach, away support's been incredible. Old school, terraces behind the goals. Go and put some money in their pockets.
Excellent. See you Saturday, Mark.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you.
Cheers, James.